What is up, guys? Digging Up Cool here. Welcome back to Digging Up Cool Dig Sonic Generations. In the last episode, we finished every boss and mini-boss in the game, and this episode, we're starting out on the title screen because I'm going to be going through the collectibles. This episode is a bit of a change from what I had planned for the series. Originally, I had planned to make a Red Ring video and segment off collectibles in the game into separate videos, but I realized to get all the red rings, I'd have to go through the levels multiple times, and I didn't know where they were, and I have a terrible memory, so I ended up just collecting them off screen, as with most collectibles. So I've decided to form this back into one main collectibles video instead of having it in separate parts. Also, it'll make the series shorter, and this will be a bit of a shorter video because this is going to be the last one in the series. It's more of a bonus video. Now, the reason we're starting out on the title screen is because I want to start out by showing off the game's achievements. There are a ton of achievements for this game, and most of them are pretty easy to get, and kind of brings up a problem I have with achievements in general. A lot of these achievements are given to you for doing things that aren't optional. So, like, completing stages or defeating bosses and mini-bosses. Those are kind of just things you could get on your own. You may notice that I'm missing 4 achievements. Now, one of them I think is a secret achievement. Yes. 3 of them I can't actually get, and one of them I'm not willing to get. The one I'm not willing to get, this is the last secret achievement, is beating the final boss without taking damage. That final boss is already enough of a nightmare. I'm not going to even try that. But the reason I can't do the rest of the achievements is because these are all online achievements. I don't have the Steam version of this game, so in order to do online, I'd have to have Xbox Live, and I'm already completely deterred for life for going anywhere near anything Microsoft has ever done with online. Seriously, their Xbox Live is just, These 3 achievements, join the ranks, a 30-second test, and time attacker are all requiring Xbox Live, or if you have a PlayStation Network for online. But with Steam, it's fine and it's free. So these are literally all the achievements. A lot of them are moderately specific, but most of them are really, really general, so it's not hard to get a lot of them, but some of them are really, really, really specific. Good, we actually started near the collectibles room. So the first thing are the in-game movies. These ones are a couple of these are a bit special. I'm not able to show these off because of YouTube and copyright, but the same thing applies for the music, but I will show you the general idea of these. They are on YouTube if you don't have the game and you want to see them, but I'd recommend playing the game because this is a genuinely good game. Alright, next up is the in-game art. This is mostly concept art. Actually, it's all concept art for various levels in the game. It's real, like, this is most of the reason I actually bother to 100% the game, because I am a really big fan of seeing what was originally planned for the game. Like, you can see in the background that there's, like, rails and wooden platforms that Sonic would be able to climb. That would be so cool. So, there are a total of 130 pictures or concept art for you to look through in Sonic Generations, all of which are obtained by either collecting red rings in the stages or by completing challenge acts and then getting the little music note from them. The music notes for the image collectibles are blue, whereas the ones for the music are a bigger yellow note. It's really cool, though, to see all of these, because there's an absolute ton of concept art and even music cutscenes and even character logs, surprisingly. Like, there's a ton of stuff for you to collect in this game. It's actually kind of weird, but a lot of it is concept art, which is really neat to see, like, because most of this is, like, games in development. Like, you can see the stuff for Crisis City, which honestly is a little funny because it looks like there was originally a game planned there. What ended up happening was they turned it into something known as the predecessor to Unity. That's not fair. Unity Engine actually can make some good stuff. Sonic 06 sucked. Don't play it. I'm the most pessimistic. Don't even worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, that's all of, oh no, there's 130 pieces of art. Still, an absolute crap ton. And then, there's all this music. Every single one of which, oh, sorry, yeah, okay, that one, okay, I may have missed a few of them. Some of these you actually get for, getting all the red rings in certain stages. So I missed quite a few of them, but the rest of them you get, whoops. The rest of them you get for just going through stages and collecting stuff from the side stuff. I'm very specific. Did you know that? I knew that. I've actually, now I have, but before I had listened to pretty much all the songs. So, let's just take a quick trip to Apotos. Okay, that's enough. All right, lastly, I'm pretty sure these just come up as you're introduced to the characters in the game, but there is a character log for Collectibles. It gives you a bit of a description as well as look at each of the actual character models, and it's pretty detailed as well, which is interesting. You also, if the characters have both a modern and classic form, can look at them, and there's only about 3 of them that have that. So, Tails also has it. I honestly like Tails' classic design more. It's pudgy and it's cute, and Tails doesn't look creepy. Oh god, get the stalker away! That's not funny. I controlled guns and killed Sonic, and apparently maybe almost the president. My games don't make sense. I'm an anatomically incorrect bat. All of these are anatomically incorrect. I only appeared twice in my first game. I accidentally got everything bad to happen. I accidentally caused the downfall of my own race. I don't know why I exist. I'm part of a trio who likes to do stuff for money. I'm also part of a trio who likes to do stuff for money, but unlike everyone else, people hate me. You've heard of 2 Chains, but you've never heard of one chain. And then lastly, there's Dr. Eggman. You don't have to make a slightly offensive quip about him. He's a joke in and of himself. Although, classic Eggman, you're so, like, I could just throw you. You're so cute. I could throw you like a Pikmin. And then there's Metal Sonic. I was wrong about lastly. So those are all the characters. They all have descriptions. It's really, oh, I missed something actually. A little secret that most people who have played this to completion know about is a trophy room. If you hold the select button for 3 to 5 seconds, Sonic will jump down a black hole. They're not the kind of ones that are in space, they'll kill you. If I don't move, you'll notice the select button actually initiates a password option. There are no more passwords for me to unlock because I actually inputted the codes for every single trophy. All of these require a password if you couldn't already guess. And they unlock they unlock statues for various things from the Sonic universe. You can look at them, but there's no description. There's a ton of trophies. I won't have the passwords, you know what? I'll have the passwords listed in the description. So if you want to have some of these trophies just for completion's sake, you can. I genuinely don't know of anywhere in the game where you can find the passwords. So this is just like a super secret nod because you actually can't find them anywhere. Like anywhere. And the last sort of collectible is skills. So I'm going to go create a new skill set, I guess. So the skills are Power Break, which lets you stop in a dime, Sure-Footed, lets you land on your feet. Safety Net lets you begin with 10 rings. Last Chance gives you an extra life when you're out. Which is kind of useful, but you can only use it once. There's 10-second rings, which, if you're intentionally trying to die on Planet Wisp, is not a good idea. Athleticism, which actually is a pretty darn useful one. Time Break, which is one of the last skills unlocked, lets you, actually it is technically the last skill unlocked, lets you slow down time, which is cool if you want to be like, look at me, I'm doing tricks in slow motion. Then there's Supersonic, which you get if you beat the final boss. I'm surprised you don't get when you get all the Chaos Emeralds, but that's okay. Blast Off, when the go button appears as Modern Sonic, if you hit the boost button, you'll go a lot faster. There's speed up, which increases Sonic's speed. Direct jump increases speed of wall jumps. Shockwave or power stomp creates a shockwave when stomping on the ground. Quick slide lets you quick step on a skateboard. I knew that ability was there, I just didn't know whether or not it was a power-up when I was in City Escape. Acceleration increases your speed, just like how quickly you get to max speed. Smasher bonus gives you extra boost when getting rings, breaking enemies, etc. Oh no, I'm wrong. The next one does that for rings, the last one does it for that. Boost gauge up, self-explanatory. Serial homing, that lets you, it's kind of like a Sonic Lost World homing attack where it'll just go pew, 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 pew. Auto gauge, this isn't really too useful. It's really slow to fill and you can get more boost in the regular levels. It fills your boost gauge over time. This is kind of useful if you die a lot and you're reckless like me. So this is like the most useful skill for me. It gives you a full boost gauge when you start. Trick Mastery lets you perform tricks faster, which helps you get an achievement. There's an achievement for performing 7 tricks in a sequence. Then there's Endless Boost, which you boost endlessly, but you can't pick up rings, which is kind of cool. I think since I haven't shown off either of these things, I kind of want to only show off the really cool stuff. So, like Time Break, Speed Up. That's what I'll use for this skill set. And I'll remember to keep that equipped because I have Super Spice as my current skill set, which is a beautiful name for a skill set, I won't lie. I've actually put every single skill set for Classic Sonic, I've used them all because of shields and stuff. So there's same stuff. Green is used for both. Apparently so is gray and yellow. Classic Sonic has all 3 shields from Sonic 3, Flame, Aqua, and Thunder. This gives you an air boost. This lets you stomp as Classic Sonic and makes you immune to drowning. And this, oh yeah, also this makes you immune to fire. This makes you immune to anything lightning related and gives you a double jump and collects rings within a nearby vicinity. Then there's a twin spin attack, which is just the little weird spiky thing that goes around Sonic in Sonic 3. There's Invincible Start, that's kind of cool. Then there's Shield, Power Sneakers, which just lets you go faster, Longer Spin Dash, Treasure Scanner. Yeah, he unlocks this. I kind of wanted to point that out because he unlocks a homing attack. Hercules Muscles lets you push stuff, which isn't used a lot. Breath Holder lets you stay underwater longer, which is useless when you have the water shield. Boardmaster is kind of cool, but not useful in a lot of stages because it's just a skateboard. Then there's Ring Time, which turns enemies into rings, which is probably the most useful one ever. So, for this, I'm going to remove these and put the homing attack on, because I think that'll be cool. Don't you? Yes, you do. Alright, I'm gonna equip this for Classic Sonic, and show off, no doubt, what he can do, Sonic the Hedgehog. Super Sonic the Hedgehog. I wanna show off Super Sonic, because I think it's kinda cool, don't you? Yes, you do. Oh boy. Mickey Mouse. Yes, sir, go. I can do high-pitched voices. Not like teenage, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, I've got enough rings to activate Super Sonic now. As it's been in almost every Sonic game except for Sonic 1, in the main series at least, you can turn into Super Sonic when you have all Chaos Emeralds and 50 rings. So I'm gonna turn into Super Sonic now. He goes faster, and he has a little bit of a flying boost, although he consumes rings a lot faster than I'd like. When you boost as Modern Super Sonic, you use a lot more rings. He can do tricks faster, he moves faster. It's unfortunate that he runs out a lot faster than Classic does. Also, he's invincible, aside from instant death stuff. So like bottomless pits and the like. What's kind of strange about Modern Super Sonic is he's got a somewhat selective, like his boost is sort of weird and selective in the way it works. So if I stomp here and go into Super Sonic, I'll be going normally, but if I boost, I'll go slightly above the ground, which makes my rings deplete a lot faster. In certain areas, this happens. In certain areas, it's just a regular boost with Supersonic. In most, like, linear areas, it'll do that, but in some wide open ones, it'll do it as well. I don't understand why that happens. Like, I don't understand why it's selective. If they wanted it to fly, they could do it in all areas and just make ring consumption a little bit faster. It makes Supersonic go faster than he can in almost any other means aside from glitching, though. So it is useful. Alright, I'm gonna be doing Classic Sonic with Supersonic now. It's pretty much the same as Modern Sonic, but it can't boost. Like, Classic Sonic in Super form can't boost at all, which is a little bit odd, but I don't have a problem with it. What was I saying? I completely forgot. That's fantastic. I'm gonna turn into Supersonic before I lose my rings. As I said earlier, Classic Supersonic is generally faster, invincible, except for death pits, and generally better. It's actually, like, spin dashing, I think, in this game is a little bit overpowered because of the level design. Like, the level design, because most Sonic games, at least the 2D ones, reward you for taking the top path. The top path has nothing above it, so if you spin dash and then jump on the top path with either regular Classic Sonic or Super Classic Sonic, you'll get a lot of distance and speed, which is kind of weird. Just a little bit. Also, now that I've shown off Supersonic, I'm gonna switch his skill set to show you the homing attack. I may have also changed the music. So, you may notice that a certain someone can homing attack now. Isn't that interesting? It's so weird to see Classic Sonic with a homing attack, because, like, he's never had it, although I've played some of the 2D, I played, like, Sonic Rush, so I'm kind of used to 2D Sonic having a homing attack. In the 3DS version of this game, Classic Sonic gets a homing attack before the end of the game, like halfway through the game, which, honestly, I don't think was a great decision. I think it would have been better if they kept Classic Sonic with his main moveset. So that's me screwing up the homing attack. I don't know if you can chain it. I'm pretty sure that was what my problem was with the homing attack, that you couldn't chain enemies with it, because it, like, resets after you hit one enemy, or you have a, like, woo taunt phase that's way too long. Oh no, you can, never mind, it's fine. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to be showing off, because I only want to show off, like, the super significant skills that are like, whoa! Last skill I'm going to be showing off is the time stop in Modern Sonic's levels. Or in Green Hill. Just Green Hill. So, this doesn't actually stop time, it just slows it down, which is kind of cool. It also puts everything in a weird desaturated, slightly, like, yellow-looking filter. It's really, really strange, but, like, I don't have a problem with it. So I'll just slow time down on a whim, and it's like, da 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 da. Also, the only problem with this is that the Sonic speed slowing down versus the clock slowing down isn't perfectly matched, so you actually take longer when you slow time down. Which is a bit of a problem, but I mean, it's fine when you're doing this and you feel like a complete pro, even though you suck. How to make people feel good about themselves. Tell them they all suck, they're all terrible. Even though it may not be true, I'm sure everybody watching is nice and watches every one of my videos. So that was all of Modern Sonic's abilities. Sorry for clipping, by the way. Alright, is there anything I missed? No, that's literally everything covered. So, I think, to end it off, I'm just gonna run on back to Green Hill Zone nonchalantly. Maybe walk back. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that just make me look so cool? And that's how I'm gonna end off the video. So, hopefully you've all enjoyed this series. This has been Digging Up Cool Digs, Sonic Generations. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video, potentially the next series, Chao Garden. There is no Chao Garden in this game. I'm just gonna go cry now after I beat a dead horse some more.